Hi guys. Oh, I thought I'd have a relaxed time now because oh god, I have much to say, but I have nothing to say at all. If you get what I mean. Oh god. So I just think to myself, I'm gonna have a nice relaxing bath and be calm. Okay, I'm gonna be calm. You know, I do have a split personality, so unfortunately, um, it does play a big part with my mental health. You know, one minute I can be like Keisha, and the next minute I can be somebody I really don't know. But that's just me. And honestly, whilst I've been sat here for the past 45 minutes, just sitting, thinking about lots of things, you know, people are sat there clueless, um, and why I'm being irrational, you know, why I'm being angry, why I've, you know, wiled out the way I have. There'll be no sorries given, none at all. There'll be no sorries given out, okay? You can wash them in the tumble dryer when you're washing your clothes. There'll be none of that. There'll be no forgiveness within 6 months. There'll be no sorries within 2 months. I'm very selective with who I say sorry to. When I mean it, I say it. If I don't want to say it, I won't say it. If I'm in the wrong and I know I'm in the wrong and I can't get out of being out of the wrong, then I'll say it. Okay? I'm very fair. I am fair in my mind. And I know when the police have looked in on all this, they've even seen for months I've been calm. For months I've handled it the way they told me to handle it, till the point they gave me no choice. And Tom, I have told you this on numerous occasions. I have told the police months ago that I will take this into my own hands. And I have done. I've done everything that the police should have done, investigated, and got names, the people that's been bullying me, tracked and traced them down. I've only done exactly what anybody else would have done. You need to imagine as well. Imagine me, Tom, coming for your kids. Imagine me bringing the social services on you and having troll accounts. Imagine me and Warrior trolling you from behind a fake account, and we're saying to each other on different lives, let's all put social services reports in on Tom. What would you have thought then if I would have been caught out, Tom? It would have been news, wouldn't it? You'd have all had a field day. Or Warrior and Keisha have been caught behind these accounts. And it would have been the news, wouldn't it? But this is the thing, Tom, and the rest of you that have something to say. I've never been caught behind any accounts. Because anything I've got to say, unfortunately for me, with my mental health and the way I am, with my split personality, I can't tell you who I'm going to be in the next 45 minutes. I can't tell you who I'm going to be tomorrow. Honestly, I'm more than two people. I can't help it. It's just where I am. Now, all of this for me is in black and white. Now, for some of you that come on here, right, and say, I've got mental health issues, I've got this, I've got that, you're not putting in the work. I am. And obviously, for me, I'm relapsing. I'm not relapsing on the drugs. I'm relapsing on my mental health. Okay? You have to see it like this. I have been calm. I have not said anything to none of them. I had the compassion. I had the nice Keisha. Okay? And they got that for months. And I told them, when I'm going to start, you're going to regret it. Because I'm not going to stop. And when I start, I go all the way in. Unfortunately, my mind, I can't help it. So even if I was to get arrested today or tomorrow, in black and white, I can't help what's going on right now. I can't stop it. I've done all the right things within my life, with what's around me. I'm not compromising anything in my life because there's nobody around me and by myself. You need to really understand, right, who you're dealing with. I don't need to come to your house. I don't need to threaten to come to your house. But I'm going to be in your life until I've stopped. Until I'm satisfied. Now there's a lot of people that have been putting on all this hate towards me. You've got some on Tom's side. You've got some because of people that I've wanted to help, and then they've come in and we've ended up like arguing with them, so they've ended up doing pages on us. You've got venomous women that are absolutely weirdos that will not leave me alone. But the reality is that it's kicked in what I'm dealing with. And I need to remain calm. Because when you look at what I'm dealing with what I've showed you today. We're dealing with nobodies. And like I said, most of them have been doing this bullying at home. Most of them are going on a school run. Most of them have jobs. This is what we're getting into. Because if you're going to spend your time doing this, I'm going to find out who you are. And I won't stop. And when I said that I would spend my time finding you, I meant it. Every word. Every word. I think it's because it took so long, you thought that I was stupid. But there's a lot that you're going to find out within these next few weeks. There's going to be a lot of tears, a lot of loyalty unmixed, a lot of chaos. And guess what? I'm not going to be in the middle of none of it. You're going to have to figure that out yourself. It's not for me to argue over. Me and Warrior have, me and Warrior are very good together. We are very good together. And they'll try and attack that because they feel threatened, you see. They feel threatened by two women. Two women out of all of them, thousands of them. They're feeling threatened by two women. Now, listen to this. Listen to the catch. And I need you to listen to this. Doesn't matter what she does. Doesn't matter what I do. Because anything that she does and anything that I do, it's on the same level. So she's not like she can't be out here snitching, and neither can I. Because if anything, we've done the same. We know the same. We have for a very long time. Even when we thought we were arguing, that was just a show. There's a lot of things that you've missed. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to spoil all the fun. But, like I said, I've blocked loads of people. I've still got lots to do tonight. I think I could spend maybe 2 to 3 hours in the bath. I could get my other account back. I have to wait for my appeal to come back. Doesn't really matter if I don't get it back anyways. I won't really last. It's not my main account. It only had 8,000 followers, and loads of them anyways was them. So at least this time I get to manage with who's on my account instead of having lots of people that I don't know and people on my friends list that I don't know. I'm going to go through the whole list. I've tried to do as much as I can today with what I've been given, but there's only so much you can do in a day. And I think, honestly, right now with what I've just seen is just cause for me to relax. Everybody else go to sleep and let me just relax. It's been a really busy day today. Should we get some more water? Should we get some more hot water in the bath? Don't want it to go cold, do we? We don't want it to go cold. Is that water? We don't want it to go cold now, do we? Right, did she get taken down before? Or not? Was she taken down from the live when I left earlier on? I got called into a meeting, so I couldn't go back onto the live. Have a nice relaxing time now, guys, honestly. Oh my god, I love a bath, honest to God. How can you not have a bath in your house? I love it. I could spend my whole time, I could spend my whole day in the bath, just relaxing. I let some water out because I don't want it to overfill. You know what as well, right? Warrior might be a bit tired as well, you know, because she's been doing a lot, and she'll be probably tired. She gets accused of a lot as well nowadays, so she has been bullied and victimised. You know, listen to this. Just an example of like the one-sided behaviour is, I can give you an example of today. Warrior's been accused of being behind that swingers account and was called dangerous. Now, the information that the swingers account was posting could have definitely 100,000%, they would have known that would definitely have not been Warrior. And that's the thing. The things that have been posted on that account was way before Warrior was on the scenes. And the kind of messages and the kind of things that are getting posted on that account, they would have also have known that she wouldn't have had them capabilities. And yet again, they wanted to say Warrior's dangerous. Warrior's behind the swingers account with no evidence and no facts. Okay?
Now today, the Swingers account comes in to Warriors Live. Whilst Warriors on live, and whilst I'm in the live, now we've got nothing to hide. Because we don't need to roll around, we don't need to be doing fake accounts. And she has told them on multiple occasions that she's not behind that account. She's got nothing to hide. Did any of them take any of that into consideration? Or was they too busy calling her dangerous and her accusing her of things that she wasn't doing? Now, when that account come in today and provided the evidence and she put her hands up that it definitely isn't her that was behind that account, was there any apologies given out? Was there any, we got it wrong? No, there wasn't, was there? Didn't think so. So they can go around accusing other people of things without facts and receipts. But as soon as somebody else says something that's similar, it's a massive ordeal. It's quite disturbing, to be honest. It's disturbing that you can accuse somebody of such things without the actual evidence. Because you need to provide the evidence, not the accusations. And it's more than accusations, actually, because you're not just accusing somebody, you're lying on their name. So now that she's clapping back and having her voice, she's a really bad person. It's sad, isn't it? The way they are. It's sad that they can go around and blame Warrior for that account. Still no apology. As I'm sat in my bathroom tonight, I can't even remind myself of the apology that she received. Did anybody hear Warrior receive an apology when she was accused? Or was she called dangerous and manic? And then now that Warrior's sticking up for herself and fighting back against what? What kind of odds? She's dangerous. She's a psychopath. She needs help. And what happens is they bully her for months and then they go on to somebody else. And then what they think in their heads is they'll forget about that. Nothing's going to happen with that because they haven't done anything before. Or we can go to them lengths. We can bring other people to speak about their kids, but they're not going to do anything about it. You really fucked up, honestly, on a lot of things. No messages right now, sweethearts. Honestly, can't be even thinking about fucking text, chat me back, fucking anything right now. I just want to relax. Honestly, I've had a good day. And do you know what? Do you know what's really stood out today, yeah? What really makes me sick? Shall I tell you what makes me sick? I'll tell you what makes me sick. Is certain individuals on this app that use the mental health, play victim, and use the disabilities. You know what else makes me sick? Other people that play on other people's disabilities. That makes me sick. It really does. Like, some people, you might not agree with this, and I'm sorry to say this, but some people
that have, not all of them, some of them, that have children with disabilities, there's some of them on here, right, that really infuriate me because they're not protecting the children's disabilities. They're not protecting what's crucial. And for some of them, it makes me really angry that they're able to benefit in such a way. So I've seen some parents on here, they'll class it as awareness. They'll say this is awareness. And they'll be punched and slapped, dragged around, and all kinds. And they'll monetize off of it. And they'll call it awareness. Whereas I see that when somebody's poorly and they have a disability, in their brain, no matter what it is, where it is, no matter what you do or you install, unfortunately, that is for life. So you can't try to reverse that. You have to be able to accept it for what it is and do your best with any support that you can, but not be using that to use it as some sort of awareness, when in reality, some situations is meant to be private. I believe if somebody cannot speak for themselves and they cannot control themselves, they should not be put on camera. They should not be exploited in such a way. Now, listen to this. I was brought up in the care home, and the words that they used against me is only things that I would protect myself from in society. So I've been brought up with what they've said. Don't do this, don't do that, don't go there, don't do this. I'm only using my of what I've learned from how I've been brought up. My foster carer worked with children that had special needs. Every Halloween, we went to the place and we spent Halloween with all the children that were disabled. That was my Halloween of me growing up until I was 12. Every Halloween, she would take us to this centre, and we'd spend our trick-or-treat Halloween with loads of disabled children. Now, I've been around a lot of parents, okay, a lot of them that are suffering in silence, but they also as well know the importance of their child is just the same as any other child. So for me, right, when you're using disabilities, and like what you did today, Luke, and you said things like, we're going to put up a post and we're going to say, we stand with this Will guy. Well, let me tell you something. He hasn't been called any bad names. Nobody's come for him like that on the app. Nobody's said anything about this man the way you're making it out. And then, if anything, you're using his situation as a scapegoat to try and make yourselves look good and to feel better, and also as well to monetize. So what happens is they'll make the viewers believe that somebody's bullying disabled people, so it seems more worse than what it is. When they're sat in a live, conflicting all this drama, sat there, cam to it. Now, for me, if you're saying this person's mentally unwell, is not well, and is in a really bad place, why are you allowing somebody with them kind of disabilities, that kind of mindset, that kind of mental health, on an app, allowing him to come to others
when you know that we're going all the way out because you've bullied us for months? Did you tell William about the lives that you've bullied us with? Did you kind of say to him, can you come to that? So he can understand what he's come to him. So when William was come to him in Warrior today, have you showed him the months for the past 2 years? The past year? Have you showed any of you on any of your lives and what that consists of? Or have you just told William to look at what's happened recently? So it looks like we're just, acting erratic. I don't think it does it? I think what it shows is, guess what it shows? Keisha's been bullied. Keisha didn't say anything for months. And not just that, Keisha was being bullied by numerous people. And in the end, Keisha lost her head. That's what anybody, the police, the social workers, the mental health workers looking in, they're going to say the exact same thing as me. Do you know why? Because guess what, Tom? Guess what, Jenny? Guess what, Nisha? Whilst you was all bullying me and doing the most, you need to remember this. I was going to the mental health services. I've been engaging with them every month, okay? Since when this started. And I haven't stopped going to any of them appointments. They are fully aware of what's been going on social media. And guess what? In the midst of it, half of these sessions, I've also made them aware of what the police have done and how they've left me. In the midst of telling them that, I've also told the West Yorkshire Police, you're not going to do anything about this. I'm a mother, I have a child, he's saying lots of stuff and it's spreading like wildfire to the point now where thousands of people are coming after me. You had World of Jenny, you had Katie, you had Darren, you had the lot of them. And it wouldn't stop. I asked the police for help and they ignored me. And I told the woman on the phone, mark my words, I will take this into my own hands. And I was being honest. So guess what? I haven't lied to the police. I haven't lied to the mental health workers. I've told them exactly what's going down. So, do you know, because I was always innocent from the start and what Black Pope did to me was a fucking disgrace, and you all added on to it, all they see is a mother that was fighting to keep herself alive, fighting for a lot of fucking things. And what did you lot do? Kept picking and picking and picking and picking him until I finally cracked. And then what happened? I kept calm, didn't I? For 1.5 years, and I didn't say anything. And then I started. Do you think the police are going to be coming to arrest me? They've seen all of us. They've seen everything that's happened. They've been watching the whole fucking lot, even from the Jess days. And do you know what they're going to say? You're all as bad as each other. You're all as bad as each other. How can you be putting reports in about that person, be sat in a panel with them 2 weeks later, and then want to be reporting them again? Make it make sense. Every bit of this has been documented. So all it shows is, yeah, my mental health deteriorated. And I went all the way in. Because I was mentally not all there at this point in my life, which is the truth. So what are you going to say? Well, what crimes did I commit? What crimes did I commit in the courtroom? A mother that was getting called a convicted groomer and had to do everything in her power because I had fucking stalkers coming after me, making troll accounts, victimising me, harassing me, putting social services reports in on me, trying to destroy my reputation and character. How is it going to hold up in court? What do you think the police are actually going to come and arrest me for? For me, breaking in the end and having to stick up for myself. Is anybody being battered? Is anybody in the grave? Is anybody dead? Is anybody come to anybody's house? Has your windows been smashed? Okay, you really need to understand what's going on here. You're not going to get to trying to come into my life, conflict pain, and think that you're going to get away with it. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Doesn't work like that. So when you're thinking about the police, and when you're thinking about the courtroom, don't you worry, baby girl. Do not worry about any of that. Because if I have to stand up in front of a judge and explain to him what I've done, what I've said, do you know what they're going to see? A mother that went to the lengths because the West Yorkshire police wouldn't do anything to protect me and my daughter away from these scumbags. Why should I have to come off, okay, when I haven't done anything wrong? Why should I have to take time away? Why should I have to do anything like that when I've not done anything wrong? I'm a victim, so I'm going to stand my corner and do what I want to do my way, not what anybody else is telling me to do. So now you can understand, yeah, how this is going to go and where this is going to go. I haven't fucking lied. I haven't been in the background making fake accounts. I haven't been making broken promises. Okay? I haven't been doing any of that. I've been telling my mental health workers the truth. Exactly how I feel, calculated. The fucking lot. I don't have naught to hide. So trust me, you don't need to be letting the professionals know about this, baby girls.
You don't need to be letting anybody know about any of these situations, lovely. You really don't understand. You see me, I think 2 years ahead. So we're in 2026 now. I think to 2030. Honestly. So trust me when I say, from the beginning, the mental health services, they know. I've told them. Not holding back. But I bet you haven't gone to the mental health services for the past 2 years and told them anything, have you? You haven't, have you? Do you know when you're saying that it's deteriorated your mental health, have you gone to any of your mental health sessions? Have you made them aware that you've been calculated and you feel like you want to do things that are bad? Have you said to them that you want to take revenge back on the people that have done it to you? Have you had them kind of conversations? I don't think you have you? I have. I've told them everything. Everything's been documented. It's not nice to be bullied. It's not nice to be bullied by a lot of people either. You know, it does take a toll on you. You do get upset. So there's a lot of things that I could sit here and go on about, but I'm choosing not to speak about it at this moment in time. I am going to try and calm down. I am going to try and get it together. But right now, okay, I don't see myself calming down. I'm trying to. Trust, I'm trying. I am trying. I am. Trust. There's only so much I can give. I'm gonna have a cig, okay? Just calm down for a little bit. Oh. Can you hear that? Shh. Is it my ears or can you hear that? Like, listen. It's like my generator. Listen. Now it's gone. Might be when I will compress both of them together. I'm gonna get a nice shower after this as well. Just relax. Right, that feels a bit better now because honestly, I can't. If I have to do that, I have to put the aircon on, and it gets too cold in here. So just have the hot water and medium heat for now, and just let my body just soak. Oh. And you know, Tom, as well. Do you know what's so upsetting? Shall I tell you what's upsetting, Tom? I'll tell you what's upsetting. Do you know why a lot of people are pissed off? Shall I tell you why a lot of people are pissed off? Shall I tell you also why Miss Blue's shitting herself right now? I'll give you a bit of gossip, okay? And tell you a bit of home truths. So do you know what pissed me off? Shall I tell you what pisses me off? And what pissed me off is I understand there's people on here and you're supposed to do awarenesses and out them and whatever you're supposed to do. But the reality is, Tom, is that you lost that a long time ago. Lots of yous have. Do you know why? Because you can't sit up there and keep coming for other people and their behaviours. Right? If I was to sit here and go through everything that Helen said, your ex-wife, and the things that you've been caught out for, trolling kids, saying the worst, trying to find people's family members, messaging family members, and the list can go on, Tom. When you actually sit there with yourself tonight, by yourself, with no noise, just sit there and think to yourself, she's right. You can't keep going on like this. Because guess what? You keep going on like this, nothing's going to change. Do you know why? Because you can't keep sitting up there, speaking on others, having the most to say about others, but yeah, you're doing the most yourself. It's patronising. It makes me angry because I'm fair. And you don't know when to stop. You don't know when to give it a rest. You don't know when to say enough is enough. When was the last time you actually took a break? When was the last time you stopped investing in your time into others? When was the last time you took a week off? When was the last time you fought for yourself? Because you've been stuck around a bunch of women doing women's stuff, and it's getting me angry. You're bringing other men down that are not on the app. Some of them might have made a return back to the app, and you're still going on. Now, guess what? Even when people left, and you were saying these people are dangerous, they shouldn't be allowed to come back on here. People could have listened to that, but what did you do with your time? You wanted to go around showing people the mirror, and the mirror ended up turning back on yourself. Didn't it, Tom? And from when the mirror got turned back on yourself, you haven't stopped coming for others. You haven't stopped. If it's not me, it's that person. If it's not that person, it's a new enemy every day. A new victim.
you also need to take a hard look at yourself and ask yourself as well what you're doing in your life and the misery you're causing towards others and inflicting towards others. You can't keep sitting up there having these awarenesses about others when your shit stinks itself. It's baffling to me that people are still connected into this shitty little cycle, because that's what it is. And honestly, right, no one's going to stop shit when you're sat there with your entourage doing the most, okay, calling everybody else out, but when your shit or anybody that you chill with, their shit gets called out, we're crazy, we're wrong-uns, anything from our past is getting dragged up. Give me a fucking break. Honestly, give me a break. Give me a fucking break and get off my dick. Get off everybody's dick. Get on your own dick. Ride your own dick. See how that works out for you for a week. Ride your own dick for a week, Tom. And let's see how that works out for you. It's not going to work out, is it? Because if you was to ride your own dick for a week, you'd fucking race nowhere. So phony shit. Premeditated, narcissistic. And I don't like it. Sorry about that. It's my Snapchat going off because I have posted some really... Oh, I got a red flag.